5 top-rated tourist attractions in Delaware. Delaware, the home state of President Joe Biden, may be small, only Rhode Island is smaller, but it packs a lot into a small space. Historic homes date from the mid-1600s, and 3 estates that you can tour chronicle the rising fortunes of one of America's wealthiest industrialist families. One of these, Winterthur, is now America's premier museum of decorative arts, and another outstanding collection is not far away, in Wilmington's excellent Delaware Art Museum. The state's tourist attractions are not all history and culture. You can find plenty of things to do year-round. Some of the finest beaches on the Atlantic coast stretch almost the entire length of the Delaware coast, providing summer playgrounds for residents of Washington, D.C., Wilmington, and Philadelphia. Number 5. Hagley Museum and Library. The Hagley Museum and Library in Wilmington encompasses the site of the original DuPont gunpowder mills, as well as an estate and gardens. The first DuPont family home, Eleutherian Mills, built by E.I. DuPont in 1803, sits overlooking the restored French-style garden also created by E.I. DuPont. 5 generations of DuPonts lived in the Georgian-style home, and their family business grew around them. In the visitor center, and the library if you're interested in further research, you can learn how industry developed along the Brandywine River as the technology for using water power evolved. You can see a collection of vintage vehicles in the barn, including a Conestoga wagon that was used to transport black powder to the port of Wilmington. In the Science and Discovery Center, you can try on a spacesuit and learn about the DuPont materials that went into making it. Address: 200 Hagley Road, Wilmington, Delaware. Number 4. Air Mobility Command Museum, Dover. Aviation buffs will want to visit the Air Mobility Command Museum to view its fine collection of vintage planes dating from 1941. Wander the hangar and lot out front to see the artifacts that reflect airlifting, air refueling, and the history of the Dover Air Force Base. On display are over 30 aircraft of various sizes and functions. Some of the largest are the C-141B Starlifter, C-133 Cargomaster, C-130 Hercules, and a C-124 Globemaster. You can climb the stairs and explore inside to get a feel for what the planes are truly like. Address: 1301 Heritage Road, Dover, Delaware. Number 3. Winterthur Museum and Gardens. Founded by Henry Francis DuPont, Winterthur is unusual as a museum because it was built as a showcase for his collections of priceless antiques and art, but also as a place to use and to entertain family and friends. The 175 rooms were designed to be as historically accurate as possible, with antique furniture, needlework, textiles, silver, glass, paintings, prints, and ceramics appropriate to specific periods. With nearly 90,000 objects to choose from, curators can not only furnish the rooms authentically, but mount special exhibits in the galleries to follow themes such as artistic mediums, techniques, and decorative styles and influences. Because of the house's size, no tour covers more than small sections. You will need to return several times to see everything. Winterthur is considered America's finest museum of decorative arts. Surrounding the house is a 1,000-acre park, where DuPont indulged another passion, plants. Here, he created a botanical garden of plants and trees from all over the world, planning their arrangement with a mind to colors and blooming season, so that the garden would be beautiful from late winter through late fall. Fern-bounded woodland paths lead to grand vistas of lawns and flower beds, and to the Enchanted Woods, a 3-acre children's garden, where kids can step into the world of woods fairies. Address: 5105 Kennett Pike, Winterthur, Delaware. Number 2. Nemours Estate, Wilmington. Built in the early 1900s, Nemours Mansion in Wilmington was a gift from Alfred DuPont to his wife Alicia. This beautiful 77-room home is complemented by equally impressive gardens, the largest formal French gardens in North America. Beyond stretches almost 200 acres of lawns, meadows, and woodlands. Follow the long walk to the reflecting pool, where intermittent jets of water shoot into the air. The chauffeur's garage holds a collection of vintage automobiles. Address: 1600 Rockland Road, Wilmington, Delaware. Number 1. Rehoboth and Delaware beaches. Stretching much of the length of Delaware's 28 miles of Atlantic coastline are white sand beaches, and they are extremely popular with residents of the 3 major cities within weekend reach. The major resort is Rehoboth Beach, consistently listed among the country's top beaches for its laid-back atmosphere, boutiques, restaurants, and wide stretch of white sand. To the south is action-packed Dewey Beach, then the Delaware Seashore State Park, with water access on the ocean side and the bay side of a long barrier island. Then the family-friendly Bethany Beach and Fenwick Island. North of Rehoboth is Cape Henlopen State Park and the charmingly old-fashioned Lewis. There's a beach for every taste. One of the most popular attractions at Rehoboth Beach is Funland, a local institution since 1962. The amusement park is perfect for families with its rides of varying scariness, suitable for children of all ages, and a midway with games.